Hello. I guess I'm doing this. I guess because with Zriken, there's not really much he can do. So I guess I don't know. This is gonna be a weird video, because it's not even an opening technically, because we're not all the stuff I'm opening is gonna be its own video, because I feel like this one's gonna take a lot of time, unless I just want to make it different. I I guess this is going to be the video that Zriken has been like, or like, the video types of videos Zriken was against me doing, which is just me messing around with the toy. He's always been vocal about how much he doesn't like those types of videos, which is why he doesn't like K2 Azo, despite the fact he constantly watches him, just so he can criticize him. But then I okay, these videos aren't up anymore, and as of I don't I don't have access to the footage as of now. But I did a series called First Impressions, which essentially were kind of preludes to the openings and unboxings, but like first impressions were already like first impressions of anything. So I did one on, Figure Arts Tuxedo Mask. I did one on my reactions to Unlimited Drive. I don't know if I actually did more. I just remember those two were the first ones. But I think first impressions were videos that were uploaded, but then I ended up deleting. I really don't remember, but essentially that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna play around with the Gamer Driver, just because we've had gas ads for years, so we might as well just do them all in one video. I even literally pulled out this I pulled out this drawer specifically, so then I didn't have to bring out the entire thing, and I had to go out my way to find this thing again, because I had to put it in a box out in the garage. But I need to organize myself. But first thing I have to do is I have to replace the battery for this one for Zriken, which where's so because this one's like, as you can tell, during its time outside, a zombie died. But I don't know how this is gonna go, because I guess essentially with this, I guess I can talk about how X8's gonna get handled within the channel. And I need to get more cell batteries, because literally these three are gonna take up all of them, and I'm just gonna be left with one. So there's so
Dangerous zombie.
here we go. obviously like the gamer driver is like severely used because the screens are like scratched up and such, but you know, it's just kind of like um essentially, like, again, I don't know when this is coming out exactly, but I guess if you don't want to watch the nearly, I want to say, 2 hour or 2 hour and a half video of Zyken just talking to me about a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like literally the gamer driver has been a thing he's just been holding back a lot on, and it's just like, just get it like, this time around, because it's just like, you know, so it was at like, you know, a pretty decent deal. So I was just kind of like, you might as well get it, because like the way he always goes at things is that he would just wait. He will say he will wait, but then he's essentially just like, yeah, I'm just not gonna bother, because he's not really the type of person that will like go for things eventually. For him, it's just like, like I'll just go at it if someone tells me to. So, just trying to fix up my chair. But yeah. So again, this thing was on Star for like 60, because the one he was looking at initially, I think from Sapporo, was like 25. Which, yeah, that works. But then it's like, you know, it's like, I think just like, you might as well just get the set loose, so then we can actually have everything. And like what I said, we just need a Gashikon weapon, which I'll probably pick up next time. And honestly, just because like the majority of the Gashats, like Dragon's gonna, I'm just like, you know what? He's not really the type of person to care about tabs, so it's just like, whatever. Let's see how this.
Mighty Action X!
I don't get what's.
Mighty Action X! Black so black!
You can see how that one's scratched up. So, I guess if I had to explain how exactly I'm approaching, like, I guess the actual in-show Gashats, like, obviously, as I said, I want to at least get all Braves Gashats, which isn't hard. Obviously, they just cost a lot. And then it's just like, we might as well just pick up the 10 Gashats, like the 10 main Gashats. As you can see right here, we have half of them. We just need Tattle Quest, Bang Bang Shooting, Don't Worry for a Beat, Jet Combat, and Shakuriki Sports. And then we need to get a Proto Muddy Action X. Prototypes, I don't think we're gonna go so hard in, or I'm not, at least. Zyken isn't, just because I told him about the case and such. But I at least just want Proto Tattle Quest. Premium stuff. We already. I see the funny thing about X8 is that the majority, like, for one thing, they didn't do a lot of premium stuff. For like, that weren't like technically re-releases. But then, like, technically, like, when you think about it, like, the majority of the premium stuff were just for Brave. So like Galaxian and then Night of Safari. So I'll obviously like to get Night of Safari too. And then I don't know. Not really. Well, the next thing I really do want to try to get is the Legend Rider Gashat set, just so that I can actually have all the Legend Riders. just so that I can complete that collection because I already finished my Legend games. Because essentially what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna have to pick up a Gashcon sword, Title Quest, Bang Bang Shooting, and then the Legend Rider set. Because I think we can probably uh the others can get held back. I mean, like Dorn if I beat Jet Combat and Chakuriki Sports. Other than that, I don't want to ramble on for too long just because it's like I don't even know what I'm going on about. So let's just get on with this. Um, is this already reset it? So I don't really know. Obviously, with these openings or these type of opening videos, is essentially just for me to like test out the framing and such. Even though that's going to become irrelevant because obviously I'm filming it on my phone, not the camera. I really do like how they got this to work because obviously the handle's big enough so then the LED does shine through. I don't know if it's a screen. Yeah, it's okay. It's a screen here and such. Now, how does that look? Yeah, so it's could sit up like that, but then trying to just actually frame this is kind of eh. One of the things I'm glad about this is that this is because again this thing is split. This is going to be one of the easiest belts to do a demo on because it's just okay, 2 transformations or 3 transformations and I'm done. You can barely see the LED. Oh well. Gosh darn it. The thing I don't like about the Gashettes is that they don't reset. Because obviously, I pull it out. So that's the annoying thing. Because, if I take something, I don't have one on me because I was going to say like a ride watch because I don't Wonder Ride books aren't good examples. But like, if you do you take a ride watch for example, you activate it, you insert it into the Jiku driver and take it out, and then you press it again. It's just going to do the activation again. It's not going to do the like character description, or it's not going to do the like description of the rider, like. So that's what kind of annoys me with the gas shots. It's just like you need the tabs. You need the tabs so then you can tap because that's simply the only way to reset it. Because these don't even have reset buttons at all. So that's annoying. Like it's just weird that they don't have that. But then again, like, I was gonna say lock seats don't need them because they have on and off switches. So it's just kind of annoying that. It's just going to keep paralleling. It's just going to stay where you last had it, which is annoying. Anyways. Whoops. I appreciate that Boxo Bike and Shakuriki Sports are technically the only two that have unique finishers, or Kimiwaza slot finishers, because they are bikes. Excuse me. My throat was kind of getting stuffy. But, what did I want to say? Oh, yeah. Technically, I already did play with these two already beforehand. I just used the batteries from Chronicle because obviously it was like 4 a.m. and I didn't want to prep this already. So, like for me, like on camera, this looks completely blurry. So there we got a level 3. And in person, the illusion... Oh, that's... I don't like that. The illusion of the two screens... Like... It's very interesting in person. Something just... It's like very interesting at just how they mirror. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It does have like a 3D effect of some kind, because it feels like I guess that's kind of neat that it does feel like it's popping out. Gosh darn it. I was like, what am I doing? And I think it was like earlier, like Zarkin was just telling me, like, man, why don't they like make the Gashats like actually time with each other and such? Because he was like putting like Xevious and like Galaxian together. He was like, oh yeah, I forgot how much these don't align and such. It's like, no, duh, because you're not putting the right gap. Because these are timed for specific level 2s. It's like, what are you talking about? Man, we're not doing a good job. Obviously, this was one of the first Gashats Zriken got, or both of us, a while ago. So now it's in its proper usage. Yeah, so I think it's... Because I did replace the batteries a while ago, but I think it is dying out again. Exade. I don't know. I don't like making fun of pronunciations, but I don't know, the way he pronounced Exade, it sounded like he was struggling. Actually, that doesn't matter. Surprisingly. It actually did matter. So there we go. We got all of Laser's forms at least. And I know it's like, well, you didn't do Zet, and it's like equality. And obviously we got this thing, so then we can actually touch upon one of our first things. I honestly forget which way it's supposed to go, but yeah. Here we got Gem Zombie Gamer X0. Like, again, I've stated this before, but I just love the idea of the build Gashat essentially being like a failsafe kind of thing. Like, essentially just like being like a game that like backs up, like, you know, I don't know how to describe it. Well, cause I don't know, cause like, is there really anything? Has there been like things like, you know, like, I guess like cartridges, like for example, like your N64 got corrupted. Is there such thing as a cartridge, as being able to like slide in a cartridge, like an additional cartridge to like the cartridge that you want to play, and still being able to work temporarily? Like, I don't know, is there such thing? Like, I don't know, I still like the idea of this one. So this one's technically canon. Man, this looks weird. And this one obviously never happened in the movie because Emery lost his powers. But there we go with that. Again, again, this is probably like my favorite way of them utilizing a Legend Rider gimmick without just being like, oh yeah, here's a Legend Rider form. Why the heck did we get it with the build gas? What else did I want to pull out? Well, I forgot. Here's Pack Adventure.
Back to adventure!
I'm so glad to have this. Again, that's like I do like the legend game forms too. Because yeah, realistically, it would have been cool that the gimmicks, if the gimmicks are, it would have been cool if the gimmicks were like actually like games. But obviously, then they would have to license out a bunch of games. So obviously, I don't have Tadoclus or Bang Bang Shooting, which is why we're just gonna continue using the build Gashet. That's why I brought it out. Because, again, canonly, the build Gashet is used as a backup for, you know, the main Gashet. So we're just gonna continue that. So... just grabbing the other ones. Oh, no wonder why I'm getting confused. I didn't turn it around properly.
Stop!
I gotta do the... Let me see. Like, on camera, it looks like it's constantly blurred, and I apologize. Oh, this one works. Taekwondo Tetris I forgot to pull out because he's... mine's dying, so I'm gonna have to switch the batteries out with Chronicle. Because I think this is what Draken meant. Because he said it was Dragonite Hunter that needed to get replaced. I'm like, that one's fine. Like, yeah, it will have to get replaced eventually, but this one I'm gonna have to replace again. Obviously, I'll get to this one eventually, but want it. Where did I put it? What am I doing? I love this one a lot. It just sucks it wasn't used. What am I doing? This one is probably still my favorite jingle-wise. Again, my favorites got wasted. And because I forgot about it. You gotta be kidding me. We did it. But we forgot a game. Yeah, this is actually cool, seeing it actually in the right order. essentially the Gamba Rising Gashat, and Gamba Rising will actually power up the rider. So, jeez. I find it really weird that they split Gamba Rising up. It's not just Gamba Rising, because it's just Gamba Rising. Yeah, just put that on the ground. Let me just situate the Legend games and such. Here we go. Here's where the majority of my collection lies. Just let me stack these ones. So we're just gonna go in order of release. So here we go. Build. So there's Ghost with an actual proper level 2 and level 3. Yay, movie accurate is what is the tab? Oops. And again, like this one, like again, like just the two that actually were in the movies. Yeah, the two that were in the first two Heisei generations are my favorite. That's funny. That technically means there's no Gashat in Heisei generations forever. Man, it looks like this is dying. This one actually has an exclamation point. Yeah, I need a Gashcon weapon so I can actually get their individual sounds. Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, it technically went backwards. obviously we're getting to the point. Oh, Drive, for some reason they're like, oh yeah, just give him a level 3 for a level 2 and give him a level 2 for a level 3. Because that makes sense. See, with Gaim, because they didn't color in his mouth, it looks like Bujin Gaim. Okay, you can't tell, but like these two feel really off from each other. But yeah, sound-wise, this has to probably be my least favorite out of Gaim stuff. And then after that will probably be the Mantis or the Kamakiri Vice stamps, honestly. Because technically, yeah, you have to count that. I don't know, it's just not really as appealing. And then this one canonly did a level 1, so we're gonna do that. Now perspective is off. So there, wizard with 2 level, well, 10 and go with a level 3 and a level 5. So basically, you're wondering as to why it's saying the Kimiwaza when I'm pressing it early. It's because essentially this is already... Essentially, when you put in the Gashcon weapons, this part is already held in. I'm gonna actually read it. What the? It's like, for example... It's essentially just waiting for one of the switches to get hit, which isn't the case with the Kimiwaza slot. Because obviously, when both of these are held in and this gets pressed, for that technically initiates it for obviously the Kimiwaza. But then if one of these switches gets hit, I don't remember which one is which. One of them is for the Gashcon weapons. One of them is for the Key Slasher. Obviously, this thing's for the slot. And just I find it interesting just how how just this works with the game driver, because essentially it's both of these switches just go up and such, and I find it smart of how they essentially obviously work around with, oh yeah, what if you entered a gas chat when it's open? Obviously it just acts like, obviously, without this thing, it essentially is acting like you're sliding it into the Kimiwaza slot. and it's waiting for you to press the button. But obviously, you have no way of pressing the button, so it will just blank out. So that's very smart on them. Who's next? What the heck happened?
Space Galaxy
I think there's light. Yeah, there's light hitting into here. So. So there's 4s of 2 level 3s. I'm always gonna harp on that. I just don't like how they handle the Legend Rider stuff. But here's the best one. The design that all the other Legend Rider stuff for some reason tried to steal. There was build. See, like, this is what I think all Legend Rider Gashats should have been. They should have been forced to be just one Gashat, even if with repeats. Like, this one should have just been Jet Combat, and this one should have just been Boxo Bike. This one just should have just been Gear Gear Chambara, and then this one could have just been Don't Worry for Beat, and then this one could have just been Tattle Quest. And then this one could have been, honestly, either Boxo Bike or Mighty Action X. But no, they're like, we're just gonna pick whatever. We're just gonna do whatever, and that's what made it messy. Heck yeah. And I think this is technically the only other one that was for Gem, but they don't like acknowledging that. Like honestly, I think Double just should have just been full on Mighty Brothers. Like if it was capable. How was it in this special? Was it just like this? So this, oh shoot, the tab got, what the heck? That's weird. The tab got stuck. So there you go. Because I didn't even show this at all, but I'm actually surprised of how secure these are. I'm actually impressed. Because obviously you can do that. Obviously they will fall off, but I don't know which gashettes would be here. I guess we can just keep a level 2 or get killed this robot and Dragon Knight Hunter. Obviously no stage select. That would be a CSM feature. That's why I kind of feared of getting X8 stuff, because it's like I feel like because of Gaim that they're obviously gonna do X8 now. So Zrykin's now gonna have to double dip on X8. Which is just gonna, like, he's gonna be, no, I'm not gonna get it. It's like, you might as well. Like, I know you want it. Obviously this separates, which is because how it's packed and such. But let me put away all this Legend Rider, that's not Legend Rider stuff, and we'll finally move on to our last category. Okay. Let's just get this one out for it. I don't remember how this is supposed to open. I really don't remember how this is supposed to open. Okay. Yeah, like this too. Like Zrykin was like kind of telling me like, oh yeah, they should have made this more show accurate, and I was like they should have made the box more show accurate. I'm like, what do you mean? Like it already is. And he's like, no, it needs to velvet and such. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I think this is already good enough, but I want to be stickler like that. Which reminds me, because I have to go to Walmart. I already went to Walmart with Zrykin and my sister. I finally saw a Game & Watch and such, but I couldn't get it. We'll just do the one. There, we got Taiga Kronos. Which, I don't know, I wish he had a better name than just Kamara Kronos, Taiga's name. Barely see the glare. Yay, 2 victories. And then last but not least, because I was not expecting the Chronicles to be that short. Now I gotta make sure which one is which. Our only 2 double-slotted gas shots. Mighty Brothers Double X and Dr. Mighty Double X. So yeah, again, Mighty Brothers Double X is again one of the oldest gas shots we've had, and then this one is one I've had for a while since I got Root. Still not really too big on this design, but like I'm just not too big on the fact that it's just a mirrored square within a mirror system, and it's just nothing lights up at all, so it's just kind of bland. Die. What? And that looks so blurry. Like, I do like how the mirror system works, but no Kaishino and putts. Okay. Here we go with this. I still don't like the fact when I initially unboxed this thing, I cut Kiria off because I didn't know he was done. I love the redux this does. Man, I'm so ecstatic for this one. Oh yeah, and this is technically the only gas that has a proper laser, or has a laser turbo. Yeah, because apparently that was like, apparently a lot of the stuff in here were improvised. I find it so funny that canonly, within this series, it's Pallid that uses this in the gamer driver. Let's see if we can get the other one. Man. Come on. We got it! Woohoo! I'm gonna get intruded. False alarm. Okay. Like, jeez. Like, okay. Like, to explain, like, as to why, like, Dr. Mighty Deluxe is, like, my favorite Double Slide Cash Chat is just, I don't know, like, the fact that both Kiria and Kuroto voice this thing is fantastic. Because typically, like, yeah, we had Pulpy voice Tokimeki Crisis in her version of Doremi 5 Beat, but, like, I don't know. It's just not as funny and cool as Dr. Mighty Deluxe. Especially because, like, everything here sounds like a complete mess. It's just like, but then at the same time, it like, this is such a novelty to have. And also, I just like how much more they improved on this. I just never liked this one in general. So to have this one is nice. And then like you got Knockout Fighter 2. So with that one also like, but I like how that one actually tries to be different than this thing. And again, like this, it simply just takes, oh gosh. It simply just takes what this has done, but then just reverses it. But Knockout Fighter 2 actually does something new with it, which I like. There was no level 2 for it. There was no like, yeah, because it only had, well, obviously because it doesn't have 2 transformations, it only has the 1 transformation, but then it has like 3 finishers, but such. That'll have to do with that, because yeah, Gashat, Zraiken does have a Gashat Gyarados from the Memorial set, but that's technically in the den right now, but I would like to pick up the beta so then I can get Let's Going, King of Fantasy, Satan Appears, Tattle Fantasy. I'm ready for Battleship. Do enemy coming, shoot down their bang bang simulation. The anguish for the Gacha Gyarados is perfection. Especially the beta. What was... like, I still think it's cool with the Gacha Gyarados 2. With Knockout Fighter 2, they got the voice actor back for the Gacha Gyarados just to say round 2. I still wish he did the entire voice of that Gashat, but the fact they got him back just to say round 2 is amazing, because they didn't even like get him back at all for the Gacha Gyarados another, but that'll have to do with this long video. I'm gonna have to open this up now, so this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.